You feel it every morning when you wake up for PT. It's a weight heavier than any rucksack. It's the constant, gnawing stress of high-interest debt. Maybe it's a $30,000 car loan for a vehicle you barely drive, a maxed-out credit card from a leave period that went off the rails, or a series of small loans that have ballooned into a monster. Debt is the ultimate ambush. It steals your focus, it ruins your career progression, and it is the single biggest obstacle standing between you and your million-dollar future. But here is the truth. In the military, we don't surrender. We don't hide in the foxhole while the enemy closes in. We consolidate, we coordinate, and we launch a counterattack. Today, we are initiating Operation Debt-Free. This isn't just a budgeting video. This is an 8-minute deliberate video on how to systematically destroy high amounts of debt on an enlisted salary. If you're tired of being a slave to the bank and you're ready to reclaim your freedom, hit that subscribe button. The mission starts now. Welcome back to Military Invest. Our mission is to take you from E1 to millionaire. You cannot build a fortress on a foundation of quicksand. High-interest debt is the quicksand of the financial world. By the end of this video, you will have a 3-phase mission plan: reconnaissance, engagement, and fortification. We're going to cover the math of debt destruction, the psychological hacks to stay motivated, and the secret military tools that the banks hope you never find out about. By the time the credits roll, you won't just have hope. You'll have a target list and the ammo to clear it. In any military operation, the most dangerous thing is the unknown. Most service members stay in debt because they're too afraid to look at the total number. They just pay the minimums and hope it goes away. Hope is not a strategy. Your first task is a full tactical recon. You need to sit down with your LES, your bank statements, and your credit reports. You're going to create what I call the debt LES. You must list every single cent you owe. The car loan, $28,000 at 19% APR. The Star Card, $4,500 at 15% APR. The personal loan, $2,500 at 24% APR. When you see the total number, it might make you sick. Good. Use that feeling as fuel. Now look at the interest rates. This is the rate of attrition. Every month you carry these balances. The bank is stealing your future wealth. If you have $10,000 in debt at 20% interest, you're losing $2,000 a year just for the privilege of owing money. That is $2,000 that could be in your high-yield savings account or your TSP. Recon is about facing the reality of your perimeter so you know exactly where to strike first. Once you have your target list, you need to choose your method of engagement. There are 2 primary strategies used by the military millionaire community: the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. The debt snowball is for the warrior who needs a psychological win. You ignore the interest rates and list your debts from smallest balance to largest. You attack the smallest debt with everything you have while paying minimums on the rest. When that small debt is gone, you take the money you were paying on it and roll it into the next smallest debt. The win here is emotional. Seeing a debt disappear completely gives you the dopamine hit you need to stay in the fight. The debt avalanche, however, is the mathematically superior strategy. You list your debts by interest rate, highest to lowest. You attack the 24% loan first, regardless of the balance. This saves you the most money in the long run. Which one should you choose? As your coach, I tell you this: choose the one you will actually stick to. If you're discouraged and feel like you're losing, use the snowball to get some quick wins. If you're a cold, calculating tactician, use the avalanche. The method matters less than the aggression of the attack. This is where being in the military gives you an unfair advantage. There are secret weapons in your arsenal that civilian debt relief gurus don't talk about. Weapon number 1, the SCRA. If you had debt before you entered active duty, the Service Members Civil Relief Act legally caps that interest at 6%. If you have a credit card from your college days at 25%, you need to call that bank today, send them a copy of your orders, and watch your debt load plummet. Weapon number 2, the allotment system. We talked about this in our credit rebuilding video. You cannot spend money you never see. Set up an allotment in MyPay that sends your debt payment directly to the lender. This automates your discipline. It turns your debt repayment into a fixed cost of your life, just like your taxes. Weapon number 3, the bonus strike. If you're due for a re-enlistment bonus or a specialized pay bump, do not, I repeat, do not go to the dealership. That bonus is a precision-guided munition. One single re-enlistment bonus can wipe out 3 years of debt in one day. Imagine the feeling of re-enlisting and knowing that the moment you sign that paper, you're no longer a slave to a bank. That is how you use your career to buy your freedom. We have to get real for a second. You can't kill a mountain of debt while living a luxury lifestyle. To destroy high debt, you must enter the austerity phase. Think back to basic training. You had a bed, you had 3 meals a day, and you had the gear you needed. You didn't have a $900 car payment, you didn't have 5 streaming services, and you weren't eating out every night. For the next 12 to 24 months, you need to go back to that mindset. If it isn't mission essential, it gets cut. Cancel the subscriptions. Sell the truck that's killing your budget and buy a base beater in cash. Eat at the dining facility. Your peers might laugh at you. They'll call you cheap. Let them. While they're stressed out about their payday-to-payday survival, you're building a war chest. Every dollar you save by living like a recruit is a bullet you're firing at your debt. This is the motivational part of the journey. The harder you sacrifice now, the faster you become a millionaire later. What happens once the debt is gone? This is where most people fail. They go right back into the same habits that got them in trouble. To maintain your perimeter, you must establish an emergency fund. Once your debt is dead, do not stop the TAC mindset. Instead of sending that $500 a month to the bank, send it to your high-yield savings account. Check out my last video on the best high-yield savings account that works for you. You need 3 to 6 months of expenses parked there so that the next time your car breaks or you have an emergency, you don't reach for a credit card. You reach for your own cash. Once that fund is full, you pivot. You take that same aggression and you point it at the TSP and the VA loan. You go from paying interest to earning interest. You go from being a debtor to being an owner. This is the after-action report of a successful financial life. You learned the lesson, you cleared the field, and now you are ready for the next mission, building true generational wealth. The mission starts today. I want you to go into the comments right now and type your target date, the date you'll be 100% debt-free. By typing it out, you're making a commitment to this community and to yourself. If this tactical blueprint gave you the fire you needed, hit the like button. Share this video with the person in your unit who is struggling. You might just save their career. And if you are serious about the road from E1 to millionaire, make sure you are subscribed to Military Invest. In our next video, we're going to do a deep dive into how to invest your first $10,000 after debt. The enemy is debt. The weapon is discipline. The goal is freedom. Stay focused, stay tactical, and keep investing. I'll see you on the high ground. Out.